Welcome back. When we last left our adventurers, seemingly brought together by fate, maybe just a coincidence, but a very oddly specific and powerful nightmare. Now all find themselves at the Fish and Flask Bar and Inn. It is relatively quiet for the moment, but more patrons are coming in. And as this group tries to figure out exactly what is going on and why they have this connection, a large group decides to settle themselves loudly over at a far table. And as they do, you notice that it is a group that is pretty proud walking in. They are, there is a dwarf, a half-elf, there is a barbarian, there is a young human carrying a book, flipping through it, trying to just doing some mid-air calculations of sorts, and a couple of others that are meeting them at a table in the corner, kind of like that picnic table style, and they're very loud and immediately are calling over Eldon, and Eldon's rushing over with a tray full of drinks. These are familiars to his bar. They are incredibly loud and incredibly, I'd say, what's the word I'm looking for? Liberal with their language and treatment of the staff, it seems. But they are doing their thing as Eldon comes back and rushes over. He's like, you need anything? Do you want me to close up tab? Do you want to keep it going? What are we doing here?
Yeah, I'd like another glass of whiskey.
No
Your
problem.
strongest ale, please.
You got it. And what about you, miss?
I'm still good, and I take a swig out of the bottle.
I'm still good. Je ne pense pas que I don't think my vouchers can get me anymore. It's okay.
No, you're right. It's all right. With the clerics, can't give you a drink. That'd be bad. We'll make able to do any job.
Well, I can just heal myself of it too.
I mean, are you all going to be doing the open call together? It seems like you're all familiar with each other. You're doing the call tomorrow for the guild.
I am.
Together?
Well, yeah.
That's why we're here. But
well, yeah. I mean, that's what they do. They're accepting parties of adventurers. I know the term is so thrown around lately, and it's only in the professional sense, but you know what I mean. The people of special skills, and they're looking for groups like you. I mean, you seem like an eclectic bunch, and apparently all familiar with each other. I'm just curious. Is this what you plan on doing? Because you look like a very unique party, as it were. We get all types here.
That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to do this. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, but
yes, we are.
Hold on.
I just came here to help out and work. I wasn't really part of the festival in that sense.
I'm sure you'll figure it out. There's a rowdy bunch over there. I got to take care of them. Plus, the musicians seem to be setting up for. I'm a little short-staffed today. Well, you take care of yourselves. No problem to worry about. We'll take care of it, settle everything. And he's just kind of gathering stuff up and runs over.
Let me know if if that loud group gets a little too rambunctious for you and you're not happy.
You got it, big stuff.
Oaxaca just makes so loud, exasperated.
I'm with him.
And I'm also kind of tagging the loud group just in my way.
Oaxaca, you're getting that look in your eyes again.
Is he alright?
He's never. Well, no. Like I said, he's very friendly.
Sorry.
Right.
There's another across from the bar says it again. Sorry, this stuff's really.
Hey, brother, do you mind cutting it down on the grog for a minute?
Yeah, you're right. I probably should.
Saying he's normal.
I kind
Who?
of do.
What?
Your friend,
Oaxaca.
Oaxaca.
Yes, I'm normal.
Yes, he's normal. And normally
Well,
much more friendly. Yes.
Oh, that's what she said.
Yes, much more friendly. Sorry.
Oh,
Interrupted by belching.
it's all right.
Okay.
So, everybody, hi. I'm Andi. Nice to meet all of you.
Well, we've met.
Well, I mean, yeah, other than Luna, obviously.
Who?
No, I very looking, yeah.
Maring will kind of go from the side of Arlin to where her stool was and hop on top of it.
Mhm. Oh, bonjour.
Hey. God, this is weird, but this also means we're going to be really awesome very soon. Sorry. I'm Maring.
Bonjour.
Maring, you may have heard of the cotton scale at some point.
No.
No?
Have I heard of
Should
the
I
cotton
have?
scale?
Maring, how
Yes.
how famous are the cotton scales?
Well, okay, so...
Or is it
she-
more of just Maring believes that they're famous?
So, as far as Terratalia, it's pretty well known that Terratalia is it's like a New Orleans. Everyone knows what New Orleans is. Not everyone's been there. In that circuit, yes. In Terratalia, yes. Maybe some cities outside of Terratalia, yes. But the rest, everyone just kind of knows about the gladiator arena, not necessarily all the gladiators.
So, Mike, with my background,
I would say that you may have lost money on Maring before.
Wait, she's undefeated. Hold up. If you
That's
bet
why I'm
on
saying
her.
it.
Ah.
Betting against you.
Oh. Then I kind of clock the Harry and now there's a second layer of deja vu going on around here.
You
Mm.
don't
You
know
have
what
heard
that
of me.
means.
She does her best pose, but she's a rabbit, so her chin is not
Fuck.
nearly as
Fuck,
stout. So she tries to
I look and I go, fuck, I lost an entire job's pay on your ass.
aha! She puts her mug so you could clink it. Yeah. See, bet on the underdog next time, or the underfur, I'd say.
I did. It was a Goliath.
Yeah. Oh, Benny, good kid.
And before we continue on, I kind of reach into my money pouch and I pull out a single gold piece and I go, "Hey, you say your name was Arlin?" And I toss her the gold piece and I go, "Buy yourself a drink."
Can I check whether I can actually catch that?
Yeah, sure.
No.
Why not? Roll dexterity. I'd say at disadvantage because you have no idea that.
Do
it
we
probably
need
doesn't even
to?
matter. Doesn't even matter.
Hold
Doesn't
up.
matter.
Wait.
Fucked.
Please catch it. Oh my God, please catch it.
Still at disadvantage 'cause it was a
realize that
surprise.
was almost a natural 20. But the first roll was a 6, and the second roll is a 2 with a -1.
Oh.
Yeah, you just kind of hear the clink, 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 clink.
Oh,
Despite
Isn't it-
your giant hands.
Désolé.
Dirty.
She tries to actually go and retrieve it.
Walker, what happened to your aim? Normally he's much more accurate than that. Sorry. And I get up
it's not
and
his fault.
I pick it up. I go over to pick it up. Here you go. I'm very sorry for my friend.
Merci. No. It was entirely my fault. It was not his fault.
May I suggest I don't know, cotton candy vortex. I think that's probably a better name for this drink. And I gesture
Andy.
to my pink and blue concoction that I'm drinking.
Andy.
It does pack a bit of a punch though.
She instantly orders it.
Andy.
And
Yeah,
you're
it's a
trying to
great
get
idea.
the attention The one other bartender there, she is kind of like a very like much younger, probably teenager, just lied to make sure that she could get the work, as long as she doesn't drink anything at the bar. It's just like, you want to what?
So, you see, it looks like this.
Cotton candy vortex. I'm pretty sure is what it should be called.
Is Elvin
You can tell Elton I
experimenting
said-
again? Oh,
Yes.
I
Yes, he
don't know
was.
how to. I'm sorry, I don't know how to do. I'm just a poor. That's what I do.
Oh.
And she's got like she's clearly like her hair's tied up. She's sweating. She's just because now like there's more of like a later evening crowd starting to come in, especially
That's
with
awesome.
like musicians.
Well, here, can I have a glass then? Can I just have a glass?
Yeah, sure.
Like an
And
empty
she just
one.
She gives
Two.
you an empty glass.
Two.
Gives two. Doesn't even wipe them down. She's so busy. Like she's just trying to like
All
keep
right.
her level head.
So I take my glass and I pour like some into those other two glasses and hand them, one to Luna and one to Arlin. Like, here you go, try it. It's very good.
Oh, merci.
Oh.
Of course.
And she smells it and sips a little bit and see.
So Luna kind of goes like this, and then like two little like crevices open on the side.
Cool.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
All right.
Nice.
If you drink the whole thing, that means I need you to do a Constitution saving throw.
It was only a little bit.
It's some strong stuff.
It is.
Quarter glass.
So as he's doing that, after Arlen takes her sip and kind of like,
Yeah.
not really, she instantly sticks her tail in it and swishes it around and checks to see if it's dyeing it.
Yeah. There's a little bit of a color that kind of like mixes into the end of your tail there. It's not like a permanent ink of sorts, but it's definitely got some tinge floating in there. And I'll put something that probably will wash out by the next day.
I was gonna say, I feel like it washes out other color instead.
Yeah.
You're from the
Mouth.
north, aren't you?
Comment ça? What? Why?
You're from the north.
Me. Oui. I am, but how could
I've
you
seen
tell?
The tail thing. I've seen a bunch of fearbolgs up there doing that kind of cultural thing.
No, it's I'm actually kind of the only one up there. Have you ever been to the north? I went British.
A couple of times. Mainly just to visit. Visit some relatives. Bring them back to their
Have you
homes.
Have you
I
seen?
would say that Arlen, this is definitely a surprise to you.
Yeah.
That someone else has made contact with someone like you, or at least this is the first in a long time you've ever even heard of an inkling of this.
Yep.
While Oaxaca, it's possible that you've met people that absolutely are of Arlen's species, but for the most part, you know that you're still kind of like a job's a job.
Yeah.
Maybe I met someone who looked like it could have been. I don't know.
Could have been a furball. Could have been just a giant wearing a cow costume. I don't know.
Where did you end up seeing them? Where?
I forget the name of the city.
How long ago?
Oh, going on about maybe probably 2 years.
Oh,
Maybe two
That
and a
is-
half.
that was recent.
I just saw him passing through. So stopping by law enforcement up there, dropping some packages off.
Her head, you can kind of just see like her demeanor kind of like shrink down. If you could see a furball get small, she gets small.
He clocks that.
Ew.
But,
There is a small smattering of applause as people are starting to get rowdy as a familiar kobold voice that you heard earlier. Like, hello, everybody! Ah!
Yes!
We're here to give you a good time tonight. Any fans of our stuff around?
Woo! Woo! Marion jumps on the bar again.
Hey, good to see you again. All right. Well, we hope that you like these tunes that we're gonna play, and we hope that you. Thank you. And it's like starts to get into a little bit of some like fun atmosphere starts building up. The one of the other band members does a little movement of their hands, and like dancing lights start to go around in the area. And they start to tune up and put a little bit of music in the air as you guys start to hear some tunes starting to get played as soon as I can find it.
All right.
But it is we call this song "Love of an Orc."
That's a good one. That's a good one. And she's like pointing to all of you. It's a good one. This is a good one. You're gonna like this one.
Who are these?
Oh,
I've never seen them before.
these guys right here. This is called Truth Coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Truth coffee. Oh,
It's always the truth, and it hits you in the morning.
what type of music do they play?
You'll see.
Oh, okay. It's a rather eclectic group.
Yes.
The half-orc is starting to begin, like, going into a ballad of sorts and pouring his heart into the harmonics that are being played with the lyres, the lutes, and it's you see a couple of people, like, holding up some candles and, like, going with it, and it's an interesting tune for it to just, like, come across in this, this kind of mellowed out vibe now after getting rowdy earlier, and just about like halfway through, the group in the corner starts talking a little bit louder, and eventually it's like, "Oh, come on, enough of this! Play something good!" And then you can hear the barbarian just like, "Come on, play something good!" And that group in the corner is starting to go like, "Whoa, come on, boo!" And they somehow get like people into, like, "Oh, we're sick of this, boo!"
People just don't know good music anymore. Then it's sad. It's a sad day for everyone.
Think we should teach them a little thing or two?
Always.
And the kobolds like, all right, sorry, let's pick it up, and they start to play more traditional music for them.
I'm gonna head over to the group in the corner that was being loud, boisterous, and incredibly disrespectful to the group.
Not something.
I
Staring is so
immediately,
weird.
Oh no!
I immediately swing off the table and I go in front of him and I go, maybe you should think about being a little more discreet.
Yes, I agree with him.
I don't, and I start walking.
Don't know how to break this to you.
Andy!
I'm
No,
with her. I'm with her.
walking.
I'm with her.
Andy, I know your mother.
Hold on.
Marion
Just-
hops on over with Andy for
I
sure.
can call your mother.
Arlin just looks at the bartender like, should I follow them?
I mean, 3 rules. So
The good rules.
So Andy, as you go up, you see that the Goliath warrior he's taken his mug, and he's talking to a half elf who's got like these 2 scythes draped across their back. There's a halfling who's got like a woodland staff that he's just kind of leaning on. The bookish young man is flipping through, and he's kind of been doing like these fun little prestidigitation stuff. There is an archer who's kind of flirting with some the other the older, more appropriately aged barkeep that's also there, and because I don't want it to get weird. and another human who's got like he's got the feathered hair that he's clearly doing like the type of pose where there's no reason for him to flip his hair, but he's still doing it, and he's just like, I'll tell you what a good song is. I wrote myself a ballad that could drop the drawers of any person here.
You wrote shit about shit and you know it.
I'm sorry, excuse my friend. Well, if you did so, how about you try it? See how effective it is.
And like, in that moment, everything kind of like slows down. You just hear like a couple of like, the Goliath kind of stands up. You got a problem?
No. But I would like to hear some good music tonight. And I noticed that you were very loud in your criticisms of the band that's up now. And so, if you can do them one better, perhaps you could show us your panty-dropping song.
My panties are waiting, bro.
I'm just saying. It's bold words.
During this whole thing that Andy is having with this Goliath, you see Oaxaca's hands slowly go under his serape towards his hip.
The halfling druid who's been kind of eyeing this is like, might be careful not to make a mess around these parts.
I recommend the same, shorty.
Hey.
Well, no need for being rude now. Bye, fellas, why don't we invite our friends here over to have a little bit of some shared drinking discussion. I don't see a problem amongst all. Just enjoying each other's company, right? Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Finnegan. That's Fannigan, and I won't say it again. Right.
That was a joke. I'm sorry. It was a good one.
It's all right. I mean,
it was a rhyme. Mm-hmm.
And
Got it. It was very witty.
That big lug over there, that is Josephus. That the long-haired fellow, that is. What are you calling yourself now these days? And he looks at it. My name is, and he looks at you, Andy. Whatever you want it to be.
Claude. Your name is Claude now.
Claude it is. You hear that, fellas? My name is Claude. I like it.
It suits you.
A lot of things, too. He is clearly trying to, work over the bravado. The Goliath is just eyeing you, Oaxaca. Not like in a intimidating way, just kind of just keeping an eye. The wizard bumps into, obviously a wizard with the markings on his book, being one of the property of the wizarding institutions. He bumps into you, Luna, accidentally, and drops the book. Oh, I'm sorry. Yours.
Right.
Listen, hey.
Is that yours?
Yeah, it's just listen, real quick. I don't want any trouble. This is a thing that they do. Listen, we're just here for the call tomorrow. Are you guys here for the call tomorrow?
Cool.
Yeah, the guild open call. They give groups in. We're here. We're re-upping our chapter status. It's a thing. You just gotta be part of the trials, and the envoys look over.
Oh, there's bureaucracy involved.
Well, I mean, it's self-formal at this point, but you guys just hang out. It was you get them a few drinks in, they'll be fine. It's not going to cause any trouble, I promise.
I want to get them drunk, guys.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, they forget it all anyway in the morning. I throw a little
we won't.
No, don't worry about it. You guys, you get them, they'll be all right.
All right. You paying?
Yeah. We got stuff. Don't worry. We're good with the bartender.
Well,
and at
I
that
love
point,
him.
yeah, he's a good guy. And he comes up. All right, what do you guys need? Oh, looks like we got ourselves a little bit of a mixer going on. Yeah.
Actually, yes, we did.
I think a
Well,
round of
chocolate
cotton
milk,
candy
please.
vortexes.
Is
And
that what we
chocolate
called
milk.
it?
Mhm.
And the barbarian just goes, oh, it's just the Goliath. Excuse me. He's 12 ales. Now we'll be fine. Settle it up, all right?
I
job,
like
Elder.
this guy. I like this guy. And she hops
Oh,
over.
jeez, sneaking up on me. The team sees you. Aye, all right, yeah, come on. And they kind of clear the tables, mates. Clear the tables, and they kind of like move everything so it's just kind of like these two big like tables now connected to each other, so that you guys can half of you on one side facing you, half of you, the other half facing you guys, and everybody's got like their mugs at this point. And the bard who's going by Claude convincingly just this. So, what brings a fine group like you together here?
Well, the trials, right? Group.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ah, looking to become a chapter of the old guild, eh? I like it.
Chapter. Salt.
Right.
Ça va, Luna? You okay?
And at that point, the when you say that, you hear the one of the. Gosh, always when I need a window open is when it's not available. The archer. She goes up to you, Arlin, and speaking to you in Sylvan. Oh, you're a native from up north.
Oui.
Very nice to meet you. I'm mostly from this area, but I've gone up there a few times. It's nice. What? It's just such a long distance travel. And she has leaned up and done that awkward, like, lean up against the wall type, like almost kind of cornering you move. It's very awkward. Just trying to do a power play.
Yeah. So would she be able to clock it as
Make a perception
flirtatious or yeah? Okay.
Yeah, let's do actually intelligence.
Okay.
Because this is definitely a judgment call.
I would like to roll for a vibe check.
Yes, I'd like to do a vibe check right now. Oh,
There's jack
out.
shit.
this is flying right over your head.
You're gonna get in trouble soon.
But anyone with a passive perception, pretty much over 10, is gonna totally catch this.
Oh my god.
Arlin doesn't get out much.
She is into you though, and she's she's pretty tall, but she is like, oh, that's really cool. Like she's
So she
whatever you're
reaches
saying-
like my chest.
Yeah, I guess, probably.
But like,
I mean,
Oh,
she's just totally looking up you, like doing the whole, like, oh yeah, that's really interesting. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like whatever you're saying. What are you guys doing in terms of like keeping an eye on them?
Oaxaca.
You've got the young little wizard trying to just nerd out with Luna for the most part. The archer, she's flirting with a completely oblivious Arlin. The Goldilocks, as we Claude, as he's decided to refer to himself, he's just spinning yarns that more than likely is total BS. The halfling is talking it up with with Maring and Finn, just like trading stuff. The Goliath is practically having a staring contest with Oaxaca.
on that note, Oaxaca has not accepted his mug of ale. He's just kicked up a chair and is sitting down at the furthest point of the table where you can see all of these new people, particularly with Goliath, and he looks up and down. Does he notice any identifying merc tattoos of any kind?
Make a perception check.
Shit, that does some maths. Okay, that'd be 17.
What would you be particularly looking for in this instance?
Like any kind of knowable merc bands that tend to have more than groups of freelancers, like basically large packs of mercs that tend to hire freelancers from time to time if he recognizes any kind of identifying markers more than like ritualistic tattoos.
He definitely's got some travel about him in terms of his ink, and it seems like he's definitely run with some crowds, just based on what he's got on him at the moment.
But nothing that I would recognize immediately.
Nothing that signifies that they're with some bad crowds. But the different kind of like tribal tattoo things, it does seem like, okay, that's not something some tourist would get.
Mm-hmm.
So it does feel a little bit. And if you guys want to see exactly where I've positioned you, you can look over on the map as I've reached you over into your little corner there to kind of position everybody where they've been hanging out. But yeah, it is tense right now. The bard, though, the clearly blonde Claude the bard is just he's looking. So you liked a little bit of a musical flair yourself, eh?
Yes, actually, I'm a student at Covan Academy.
Oh, a Covan girl.
Yes.
Very nice. I did a bit of studies there myself, mostly auditing classes here and there, but I do enjoy that campus and love to visit it any time.
Yes, the orchards are quite beautiful, very inspiring.
He is like totally trying to but I love that you deflect immediately any attempt at just him trying to get one up on you. I'm wondering of course, care for a little bit of musical competition, as it were. They are allowing people to bring themselves up onto the to the performance corner and give a little bit of the flair, if you will. I promise, if you promise, no magical influence, just pure skill. We can see what each other can do.
As long as you promise to play that titillating panty-dropping song that you were talking about earlier.
Oh my goodness, and he is just kind of totally going along with it. He said, "Well, what do you say, boys? What do you say? You think I should do it?" None of them are really responding. He's just going, "I'm going to go do it. Of course." And he carries himself up and just kind of now makes this corner area the presentation as he looks at the rest of the picture. My friends, gather yourselves around as I decide to tell you a tale to the power of song. And he pulls out the lute, the lute, and just kind of starts to do a Spanish guitar style strumming. I am going to roll to see how well he does right off the bat.
As he walked away from Andy to set up the stage, I lean in behind her and go, I wonder if his asshole gets jealous of his mouth for the shit that falls out.
I honestly believe that he needs prunes just to be able to talk out of that shit mouth.
We're on the same page.
Of course.
I kind of get up and I post back up in the corner.
And as he's feels like he's starting to get to it, he gets a little overzealous, and then all of a sudden, bling! I swear that's never happened to me before.
They all say that, don't they?
And you hear a lot of laughing go, oh!
Wow, don't look now. My panties are running out the door.
I guess that's what you call a diaper dropper, right?
I did not
looks at you.
understand that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that what you learned to do at I'm sorry. I didn't catch the name of the school you have your credentials from.
I've taken up some studies here and there, and just different places. Just more of a student by experience, of course.
Insight check.
Oh, there is no question he is lying out his teeth. This guy has not gone to school.
I'll just do it. I'll just do it for fun.
Just for the fun of it.
3.
I mean,
He's a student of the world.
You think man, that's some bad experience. Like, if that's the case, like,
Wait. Hold on. I got the
bum
math wrong.
deal.
I got the math wrong. It's a 5. So
it's still the same. Still the same result. He goes, well, I mean, I don't want to brag too much. Sometimes the strings get a little cold, and it's the salt
Yes, of
air
course.
from the sea.
Yes.
Deep tune things. But by all means, if you want to try and give it a shot yourself, folks, would you like to? There is barely anyone paying attention to this. It's just mostly just.
From the sounds of it, you got a better chance of beating me than you do her.
Ooh, and the halfling is just like, oh, he's got your number there, and he's tries to elbow the whomever is next to him. I forget at this point, but he's just no one's selling it.
Does Arlen at all notice when his guitar break or when his instrument breaks?
Oh, it's very obvious. It's just like a very big pling. Almost cartoon-like.
Okay. So she excuses herself from her current conversation. And just hold on. Attendez. And just goes over to him and it's good. Can I see that for a minute? And just asks for his instrument.
And he looks over at the half-elf. She kind of gives a nod, by all means.
She casts mending.
And then it... Well, look at that! Good as new! But, I wouldn't want to spoil it, of course. Thank you very much.
Of course.
Please.
The floor is yours, my lady.
Of course. And I give him just a cheeky little curtsy. And I stand up and I will take out unhook my lyre from its attachments. And I take it out and I'm going to play Reunion of Darkness. Yeah. And I'll roll for it.
Yes, please. Roll a perception check. Excuse me, performance check. Yes.
All right.
That one. The one that also starts with a P.
Well, I physically cannot roll worse than him, so...
That's true.
Oh, that's great, too, because I didn't roll super well. I rolled a 9.
Plus...
No, it's a 9. Well, I rolled a 5 plus 4, so a 9.
Okay. In a little bit of hubris coming into play, your instrument doesn't break, and it's certainly not completely flat, but it's better. And it's not attention gathering. It's kind of just like you know how to play to just show versus what this guy tried to do and breaking a string right off of the bat. Claude is like, well, that's just cool. That's just common courtesy, of course. And the half elf in the back who's standing next to Luna is just like, he leans over to you, Luna. I have no idea what the hell these people are thinking and why we're even bothering with this. Hey, can we go? Can we just go? We've got a lot of work that we need to do tomorrow. And Claude is, I love that we've decided, he decided just on Claude that you gave him. Yes, of course. We don't want to show up our potential opponents for possible tomorrow. Of course, we could have a little bit of a group tete-a-tete just for some practice, see what each other is capable of. There is a...
You speak Sylvan.
And he said, why, of course! The language of fine empress. Right? Yes. yes.
Your friend Claude is some work.
Yeah, no, she does it. She casts Zone of Truth.
And as he begins to speak, But of course, I am just simply talking loudly and boisterously to make sure that I have come across as confident, when in fact, I truly am a skillless mess.
Bravo.
Oh!
Bravo.
Brother, you didn't need to say that out
Gorgeous.
loud.
We already knew. I think we knew.
Yes, of course you knew, because I am not putting up an austere. That is quite truthful. What is going on?
Bonjour.
And the
best he sounded all night.
the young wizard just kind of is like, "Hey, not cool. It just what's this? We're just trying to have a nice time. There's no reason for causing trouble."
Yeah, but I mean, this is probably the first time that he's ever actually said it, even though we all knew it. So,
What's
are
the
we
trouble
really causing
with the
trouble?
truth?
The halfling is like,
trouble
"Hey, he's
with-
got you there," and he is like getting like wasted at this point. It's like he's got you there.
So
I
Claude,
check to see that he's okay.
I'm fine, dear. Thank you very much. Oh, you're tall.
Claude,
Yes.
who
Is what the name that I'm being referred to as?
Yes, 2 questions. First, what's your real name?
My real name is, of course, Francis.
Francis. Oh, that's a beautiful name.
Yes.
I think I had a great auntie named Francis, actually.
Yes, I'm sure she's lovely.
Yes, and also my second question.
You heard the
I've-
halfling. Your bloody name is Francis.
They didn't know. Oh, I've spoiled the surprise. I'm so sorry.
Oops.
Question.
Okay.
Of the two of us, who is the more accomplished musician?
Oh, you don't have to do him like that.
Two
Oh, I
of
do.
Now we might be hitting a little bit on the excess. I gotta give you that.
Oh, wow. Andy.
is certainly you. Oh, it's you. Of course, it's you. It's you. I'm a
Oh,
fraud.
thank you. You're too kind.
I don't even know how to bloody play this thing. What am I saying?
I had no
Luna-
idea.
Luna
You do.
raises
I mean, you do
their
fake
hand.
it fairly well.
Yes, I faked a lot of things. Ah!
Never mind, you definitely had to do him like that.
It's been a pleasure, Claude.
No,
Where did you go to school?
I didn't. Ah.
I guessed. Okay.
And that at that point, the half elf with her bow, she puts it back. She's like, "All right, let's go. We had our fun." And the Goliath is like, "Yeah, it's time to wrap it up. We see you. I guess we'll see you tomorrow in passing, if you make it."
Yeah, I guess so.
Yes.
It was nice talking to you.
Bye, big guy.
Very nice meeting you, Francis.
Francis, you're
You
bloody Davis, Francis. He's walking out the door. It's like, I can't believe this guy. And at that point, the last one to exit out of the bar is the young wizard, who's just looking at Luna. Oh, by the way, I really wanted to say, like, the order. Been studying the order a lot. If you ever get a chance to come by the guild, I've got so many questions. I've been I've been looking. I've got some extra copies of the Draconomicon, and it's just been something I've been really trying to get into for my personal studies. But yeah, let's find each other tomorrow, okay?
And your name one more time.
Jacob.
Jacob.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write it in my mind.
They forget my name all the time, but I'm Jacob. It's nice to
Wizard
meet you.
Jacob. Oh,
Yes.
Thank
All
you.
right. Yeah, thank you so much. Hey, good luck to you guys. Whatever you guys are doing tomorrow, it's great. It's gonna be awesome. And they all give Eldon a goodbye at the end. And at that point, the Eldon has just he's wrapped up your tabs, and he tells you, feel free to hang out. Friends, it's nice and quiet around here, and the city can just be a little bit of a drag at night. But, enjoy this place for what it is right now.
I was told that I could find perhaps your stables to sleep in.
Yeah. Don't listen. I've got something comfortable. I've set up a particular area, and we've got an extra storage room. But I've put in a bigger, two of the cots big next to each other, so they're much more expansive. We get some clientele that is of a particular size. I don't mean I want to shame or anything like that. It's just you're very tall, so it should be comfortable for you. And he that's right. It's here for your voucher, and he hands you the key to the specialized room at the back. But enjoy the rest of the night. We're going to be closing in about maybe a couple hours, so feel free to just enjoy your time here.
Thank you.
And he quietly starts to clean up the tables, and it's just lets you have this corner area to yourself now.
As the last of the other brigand team, I guess, leaves, Oaxaca's shoulders relax just a tiny bit, cracks his neck, and he looks at Andy and goes, well, I haven't been punched in the face yet, so I guess this time it's a success.
I told you it doesn't always fail.
1 out of 4.
It's not bad. It's not bad odds.
I also have zero faith we've seen them for the last time tonight, but that's a whole other story.
Did you just say no faith?
All around.
You just said no. Oh, this is troubling.
Oh no, I have faith, just not in them.
I kind of agree.
They look kind of weak anyway.
Oh, I definitely feel like we'll probably have to fight them or something.
Well,
It just kind of feels right.
Looks like it's on a predetermined course that we're going to have to face them in.
I mean, they also did say they weren't positive we'd even make it tomorrow, so let's see it as it is.
Wait.
I caught that too.
Wait. And Maring just kind of looks up at all of you from her big ale that is bigger than her face. You guys are saying we. We're doing this, right? We're doing this.
It's just.
We're doing this. We're doing the. Just say it with me. We're doing this.
We're doing this.
Thank you. And she high fives you, Luna, or if you high five her. Yeah.
Yes. It's noticing that Luna's starting to get hit by the cotton candy swirl a little bit. It's because of the Ganassi metabolism is just starting to get there. Yes.
Luna,
This one knows how to party.
Wow, you are so rambunctious. You were always a rambunctious child.
Candy, you remember that?
I do. I do.
Every day.
You did. I was rather slow. To be honest, I still am rather slow. You could probably still outrun me.
It's all right. I swim better.
Yes. Yeah. Well, remember when we would go to the lake right outside of Prostock? Yeah, and they had with the swing, and you would always want to dive off of it and do all these crazy flips and stuff, and you were always so much better at it.
Go over. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Sober up.
I cannot help him right now. He is
So Luna kind of takes there's a pitcher of water behind the bar, and Luna just kind of takes the water and guzzles it into their mouth, and just cleanses the alcohol out of their body, and kind of shakes like a dog, and just shakes it off, and it goes to the ground.
Arlin starts to find a mop.
Well,
no, that's fine. I cast shape water, and I use shape water to pick the water up off the floor and put it back in the bucket that it came from.
Teamwork.
I've got it. Yes.
See,
Merci. Oh, of course.
This is why we are doing it.
They're
Face off?
doing this. Yes, we're doing this.
I mean,
It's foretold in the grand. Finn, help me out here. Help me out here. The foretelling of things and like what's destined. Yeah, that.
I think
right?
it's just destiny. But
Yes. Thank
you got there on your own. You got there on your own. You didn't need me. See?
Finn.
In the dictionary, the definition of redundant says "see redundant."
All right. So as the night continues on and you guys start to share a little bit more with each other about what happened in that crazy shared dream, eventually the bar tab is settled. I'll settle that outside of game, and you are exiting out of the tavern.
Before we exit, Oaxaca leans over to Andy and goes, "Hold on a sec," and I go up to Eldon. I'm guessing he's behind the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, brother. Just real
mate.
quick, if you don't mind. And I slap down a gold piece on the bar, and I go, "That is for a couple of things. For the gouge in your bar for my knife. Sorry.
I mend it.
Still.
Looks fine to me.
And I've been through here a couple of times, but I've been hearing more word about a gunsmith in the area. Looking to see if you knew where he was, he, she, they."
Well, you do all right tomorrow in the trials, and might meet them yourselves.
Okay, one more thing. You haven't happened to heard of orcish fellow by the name of Forger go through here, have you?
Forger.
Or
Big
any
bloke.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know if he's a full-blown orc or a half-orc.
Well, we've had some big orcs coming in lately, mostly just, soldiers, mercenaries of sorts. Not so much like the rough and tumble type, but definitely people looking for work. Saw a group come in maybe yesterday. Looked like they were looking for some dock work, it seems. Might want to try to check by the dock worker tomorrow.
They happen to have any tattoos on them?
Kind of covered up for the most part from what I saw.
All right. And I put down the gold and I slide it forward. I'm like, "Thank you for your time." And I readjust the mariachi hat that I had slung to my back, onto the top of my head. And you all see like a really busted, like road-worn mariachi hat that looks like it's been cut, shot, burned, roughed up in the dirt. Like half of the red tassels are gone or fallen off. And I just walk up to Andy. "All right, let's go."
Oh, wait, actually, I have a question for Eldon. Eldon?
Yeah.
Yeah, question. So about your sign, I've wanted to ask this question all night. So it does say no melee spells. So are range spells all right?
Get out of here, you crazy.
No, I just want to make sure that, letter of the law and whatnot.
Luckily, I've never had to answer that because I haven't found out yet. So maybe if I do, I'll put up another rule.
Rules is a lot.
Okay, all right. Thank you,
I'm
Eldon.
just saying, I'm protected from certain guild practices. So, it's more of a... it's a bit of a joke sign. It's not like it's not actually having magic fights in here.
No.
That'd be something marketable. I'm gonna write that down. Yeah, you never know.
Eldon, if you ever need, like a hype person or like
Marketing
someone for like
assistance?
really great ideas. It seems like I've given you like 2 tonight. So, if everything works out with the guild,
everything
then-
ends at the bar as terms of like confidentiality agreements of sorts. So, well, I appreciate, but I do have to start closing up. But keep yourselves safe, keep yourselves together. It's always best, especially at these times of nights, to stay in a close, close knit unit, as it were. I would suggest just avoiding the stay out of the foggy areas. When that fog comes in, you just lose all sense of direction.
Well, thank you, Alden. You really
You
are
have-
brilliant.
Oh, you're a peach. And remember, if anyone has a suggestion of where people want to eat, you know where to send them, right?
Of course. Eat and drink, of
Absolutely.
course. With your new
Yeah.
cocktail list.
Work in progress.
All right, thank you, Alden. And I just like bubbly walk out.
Yeah. So, as you're kindly escorted from the tavern, you immediately realize that it is foggy as hell outside tonight. So, I would like everyone to roll a survival check to kind of see if they can get their bearings of
My
where
first
they are.
There you go.
Oh,
Natural
beautiful
20.
dice.
Oh. A 12.
First nat 20 of the night. Since this is group, it will be, levied on success.
7.
17.
Well,
That nat 20 certainly helped.
17 as well. I don't know if you heard that.
Very nice, very good. So yeah, all our 15 and above people, you guys do, landmarks, you're looking for the higher ones to kind of reroute yourself into a better clearing where you guys can all find some places to stay, or Luna, in your case, can head back to the monastery. Although, Arlin, you do hear some whisperings as you're passing by this one kind of alley. And I would like you to, first off, roll perception.
Mm-hmm. A real roll. Wow. 20. Dirty 20.
You overhear these two voices. It's like, I'm gonna get that bard. That one, that long-haired freak. He tried to steal it. So what we're gonna do is we're going to go right up to those bastards tomorrow. And you can, it's like, what are you doing with that knife? Stab him right in his throat, I don't care. It's not gonna be a problem. Take it for all it's worth.
Okay. Huh. Yeah, no, I walk in that alley.